It is not on the maps. That lady wanted 50,000 rupiah! Good morning, everyone. This is where I ended up last night. Not too shabby, is it? Very nice. Although last night there was some dangdut music, all of these things they're kind of bars around here. The guy, I spoke to the owner and he told me, yeah, they serve like strong drinks. I think they have like the homemade stuff, arak or something. But at midnight it ended, so I was able to kind of sleep. But yeah, it's alright. Look at this. Nicely done, once again. Alright, I'm going to, I need to dry my tent. It rained for about 15 minutes last night, which means my tent is a bit wet. So, let my tent dry somehow, wash up, have some breakfast. I don't know when that warung's going to open, but whenever it opens, I'll have some breakfast. Or I can make my own coffee. I can do that too. And yeah, and then I'll be leaving, heading down south along the coast. That's the story this morning. Alright? Alright, all set to go. All packed. I'm going to go have coffee with these gentlemen down there. They just invited me to go have coffee with them. And then we'll be heading off. Hopefully I'll be out of here around 9:30 and heading on the south coast. So looking forward to it. It's going to be a nice day. It's sunny, blue skies. It's going to be a great ride today. Wow. All right, cheers.
Jalan kemana lagi nih?
Sekarang saya ikut pantai selatan. Dan mungkin camping mungkin 5 atau 6 jam di jalan hari ini dan camping dan besok di Kendari. Sudah pernah ke jalan selatan untuk Kendari atau lewat jalan raya?
Kalau mau Kendari.
Kalau ke Kendari dari sini bisa jalan lewat gunung ya, itu jalan raya. Iya. Tapi saya mau dengan jalan kecil lewat pantai. Sudah pernah ke ya? Jalan bagus ya?
Bagus.
Oke, ya. Karena kadang-kadang di NTT kalau jalan pantai, rusak sekali. Susah.
Melingkar, membayar ke Kendari itu. Waktu dah yang udah lewat kompas laut. Iya, lewat laut. Pemala atau?
Ya, saya mau lewat jalan ini, itulah di bawah di.
Kompas mungkin. Pemala. Oh,
ya.
Kompas Pemala. Pemala. Iya, pinggir laut kompas semua itu. Pinggir laut.
Ya.
Pemala bagus.
Bagus ya?
Iya.
Oke, ya. Kolaka?
Iya.
Bisa lewat gunung kalau
bisa
kiri.
Gunung, kiri. Ya. Kalau kanan pantai.
Ya, saya mau kanan. Tapi jalan kalau kiri ini jalan lebih besar. Ya. Ya. Jalan bagus seperti sebelum sini ya. Ya, oke. Nah, saya mau pantai. Ya. Lebih pelan, tidak ada macet dan lebih cantik juga. Ya, saya sekarang hari ini saya pikir sampai Langkowala. No? Kasih Putih.
Oh, Kasih Putih, Bombana.
Ya. Kira-kira.
Sebelumnya itu.
Oh, sebelum itu, oke. Ya. Saya mau mungkin, ya, kalau bisa mau sampai Kasih Putih. Harus pergi sekarang. Oke. Terima kasih ya. Cheers ya. Alright.
Hati-hati.
Ya, thank you. Mari ya. Ya. Halo Bu. Alright, it started to rain, so I decided to stop for breakfast. It was going to stop around 10:30 anyways, so it's almost that time. And yeah, it's 10:15 now, so have some breakfast, eat something, and then yeah, hopefully the rain will stop and I'll move on. Yeah. Looks like the rain is kind of stopping, but it's very cloudy. I'm going to try to just ride through it. I'll take my poncho out just in case I need it. So, alright, let's ride on. Look at me, back in the sun. Isn't that fantastic? Anyways, that restaurant, wow, what a ripoff that was. That lady wanted 50,000 rupiah for fried rice. That's about $4, double the price that people normally charge around here. So, yeah, a bit of a ripoff. I wasn't very happy, and I told her so, and eventually she settled on 40,000, which I settled and just rode on. I mean, most of the time people treat me super well. Sometimes they take advantage. It's just the way it is. You got to take the good with the bad. So on the bright side, last night they didn't charge me to pitch my tent, and it cost me like 18,000 for a couple of coffees and some snacks. So, you know, good and bad. You got to take it all. All right, I'm glad to be back on the road. Glad to be back in the sun. So let's ride on. All right, cheers. There we go. Woo! Because it started raining, and for some reason the Insta360 gets all fogged up because I've got the lens protectors. So I just stopped it. A good way to know if the rain's going to last is you see the motorcycles coming towards you, and if they're wearing rain gear, it's because it rains really badly over there. If they're not, push on, you might get to the other end. And that's what happened. Nobody was wearing rain gear, so I just kept on riding, and eventually I got to the other end, and now it's blue skies again. Let's hope for the rest of the day. Alright, so gonna carry on, probably stop in about an hour to take a break. Alright, let's ride on. Iya. Saya mau ke Kendari tapi jalan-jalan.
Mana?
So I checked the air earlier, and my rear tire was very low, probably around 15 psi, very low, if I got the reading right. The front one's at 23, so I'm gonna get some air in the rear one. I'll check it later. And the front one a little bit, maybe up to 25. I want the rear one to be around 30 and the front one to 25, I guess. So, and I also need some coolant. So this nice gentleman just gonna give me a freebie. Yes, terima kasih banyak. Yeah.
My name is Herman.
Herman.
Yes.
Saya Jeko. Nice to meet you, Herman. Yeah. Cheers. Yeah. Mari Herman, ya. Cheers. Wow. So you see, you get good people and bad people, but mostly good people. All right. Alright, so yeah, I stopped to get some air. That was a great thing because my rear one was very low. I should check it now, but I'm gonna go on for a bit, check it later. Pa Herman gave me a free deal. He also put some oil on my chain. He said it was a bit dry. So for every person that rips you off, there's gotta be 10 people that, you know, give you a gift. So you've got to keep smiling. That's what I think. Anyways, it's now 1:43. I'm going to ride until about 2 o'clock. I should be about 100 kilometers away, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do then. Let's hope that I can make it to my destination, or at least find a good place to pitch my tent tonight. All right, let's ride on. Well, try to get some cash, but the machine is out of cash. It seems like wherever I stop for something, anything, they're out of it. Whether it's food or cash or anything. Alright, I'm looking for a mechanic to get some coolant in my rad. So, and also, I can't wait to be on the beach. I've been hoping to ride on the beach road for a long time, but I can't seem to find the beach anywhere. I hope we get to it very soon. Alright? Alright, let's ride on.
Kita mau bawa ini?
Hah?
Kita mau bawa?
Oh, saya nggak bisa lah.
Cadangan.
Nggak bisa bawa. Well, at least this is scenic. And interesting. Maybe it's just the way it is. I need to ride off-road to see more interesting places. Well, I almost lost my Insta360. It just got off the magnet, and thank God it just stayed in between my dash there and my steering. I was able to catch it. It didn't fall on the ground. Yeah, on bumpy roads, I don't suppose this magnet will be good. So I can't wait to get my selfie stick. All right, this road was probably a bad idea. I could have taken the other road that was faster. But what do I know? So we're almost there, back on the main track, so let's ride on. Well, that got off. Not quite sure how it gets on. I don't know. Well, there you go. You're asking for an interesting road, you get it. Might as well be now, and I see where it falls. If it had been somewhere else on the main road, I probably would have lost it and not noticed. Alright, let's go. Let's ride on. That was a bit too close, second time. I need to be very careful. I think I'll just put it on me.
I'm actually starting to wonder whether this road leads somewhere. I've not seen many people, just trucks. Maybe this is just a mine road or something, because I'm off the charts right now. I'm nowhere near where I think I want to be, and that road is not on the maps. I don't think I get a signal here. So what do I do? Keep going on that never-ending road? Or, I mean, you'd figure such a big road's got to lead somewhere. It could just lead to a mine or something. On the bright side, I could probably camp around here. Have a look. Well, let's carry on. Let's see where it leads. That's the spirit of adventure. All right? Let's ride on. Found out from these guys that the road comes out somewhere. Keluar di mana? Dasarnya kita kedua Bombana. Bombana. Oke. Oke, terima kasih ya. Mari. Bombana. That road for a while. There seems to be some traffic now. I'm told it leads to Bombana. It's kind of on the way where I want to get, so who knows, maybe I'm closer to where I want to be. Maybe I am on the right road. So let's push on. I don't have a signal here, so I have no idea. So let's push on, and hopefully I'll get a signal soon and it'll tell me how to get to where I want to get. All right, let's ride on.
On the platform, the other foot on the train.
looks like I'll be trespassing. I think this belongs to a factory, but I'm not sure, and if it does, I just hope I won't get caught between now and tomorrow morning. I'll just make a point to leave early tomorrow morning. It doesn't look like it's going to rain. It would be kind of cool to camp here and to have the view. Sun is getting up there, waking up over there. It'll be a fantastic sunrise. What do you say? I say let's try it. This is my little tent for tonight. By the side, I suppose. I think some guy told me around here there were Teletubby Hills. I guess that would be it. Looks like Teletubby Hills. It's actually a sugarcane factory. Well, that'll be fine for tonight. I'm gonna have the sunset there very soon. I'm all set anyways. I can start cooking. And tomorrow morning, sunrise from that direction. That'll be grand. All right, so that's my setting. Let me show you some views. Well, there's the end of another adventure. Quite a nice ride as far as the condition of the roads. The last bit was interesting because that looks like some sort of factory type road that was going on forever. That was really nice. And I was alone on it for most of the time, so that was cool. The spot, it's not what I expected. I wanted to be on the beach, but you know what? This is nice. I'm settled already and it's 5 o'clock, so I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to wake up to a brilliant view. So as far as I'm concerned, this is a successful day. I hope you enjoyed the ride. Sulawesi is showing a certain set of challenges that NTT didn't have. For instance, it's more difficult to find beachside location for camping. But overall, I'm quite happy with today's ride. So I hope that you've enjoyed this. And if you did, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. Click like, write me a comment, tell me what you think. And I do hope that we get to meet on the road sometime. And until we do, like they say around here, sampai jumpa lagi. Cheers.